All right, we're going full VOD mode now. So, chat, this is gonna be a breakdown of some Miami search, specifically dealership. I'm pretty sure at the end of the year, they were like 10-1 on dealership. So that was really big for them. Obviously, they were a really good search team throughout the year, and constantly beat teams on this. And I'll kind of break down some of the stuff they were doing. Sunless, appreciate the sub. Thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it, man. So they were 10-1 on it. You'll see on their defenses, it's a lot of like 3-1, 3 stacking one bomb site and one guy middle, or 3 stacking the other bomb site and one guy middle. They kind of just like gamble stack, and then they were just basically retake together on each site, whichever if they guess wrong, basically. So they were really good with that. Honestly, we were going into the Miami series at EWC with the intention of banning dealership because we knew that they also didn't like red cards. So we were actually down to play red card search against them because we knew that they were so strong on dealership. So against them, we let them veto red card first. They actually did. And then we vetoed dealership because we just knew they were strong on it. And we were obviously played, what was it? Rewind and protocol. But the really important thing was if we would have gone to a game 5 versus Seattle, this would have been the map set. And honestly, we were going into the finals literally watching this map because we were going to just copy and paste whatever Miami did and do it against Seattle. Because the last time we faced Seattle on this, it was a 6-0 at Champs Finals. So we figured, yeah, let's just change it up against them and we'll literally just do Miami shit versus them. So we'll show you this.
But looked like a pretty good start from the hard point, but will the S&D be the same?
Well, map would dealership been? Dealership would have been map 5. So if we didn't 4-0 them, it would have been the next map. You're going to do some off-season sub-8s? I might do that. We'll see.
Well, we saw dealership earlier between...
So usually on round 1s, a lot of teams... on offense, because they wouldn't have a trophy, would just spread the map. So here, obviously, you have Real spreading B side. They have 2 guys middle, and then 1 guy holding the late A pinch. So this is kind of a default round 1. You would see this a lot of times on offense, just because of no trophies. So you can't really bang something out without the fear of getting naded or tacked out. So yeah, common just spread over here. That's why, you know, they're so spread out like that.
Cloud9 wiped the floor with them. P7, let's see if they can bounce back. And
so it kind of makes you start. Super gets picked middle, Real gets 1 and gets traded right away.
It's going to be a fast rotation back.
It's a pretty hard scenario at this point because P7 can just retake from their side, and it's a 3v2. They don't even have bomb down yet.
There we go. There's the first nade. They know it's coming as well. They don't have trophies to protect themselves, and he's hoping to get a little bit there onto Uli.
Metals tags them. They figure let's try and just bang this out. Maybe we can catch 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah. I love
and P7 is just playing this together.
P7 are almost eating into it. Fortunately enough,
this is just a good job by P7. A lot of search in this game when you're kind of mid-round was just a lot of wolf packing together.
Easy catch. And Metals unfortunately committed back to the side as well, and now he's just hugely outnumbered. Uli just playing his life until he gets it. P7.
So it was a good round by P7 there. So then we'll go into a defense here. This is Miami. Once again, literally every defense they would do is a triple stack 1 site, and I think it was Metals that would be their mid player.
P7, let's see how they
or actually it is rank 4. But maybe it was Metals when they would go triple A or whatever. But again, triple stack B, you're gamble stacking B. He stuns middle, doesn't stun anything, and then he'll just wrap and play safe over here. These guys don't see anything. They're watch for there's like a quick pinch here. That's what 5 is doing. The rest of them will be retaking together here on this side. P7 plants A. They have 1 guy lurking over here. Really good play by Sandy. Metals wanted to take some middle control because they saw this guy middle. Unfortunately, they did have another lurker towards the B side. Oh, look at the rest of them retake by Miami. They leave number 2 to flank completely, but everyone else dies towards Heaven and towards Apps. So a really good retake by Miami. They kind of isolate the people that were left on the bomb site. Even though this guy was still on the flank here, they kind of leave him alone and focus these guys on on toilet site.
What seemed like an impossible heady to rip, but the shots were clean, and you bring things. You're something.
I thought that round was over. Heretics were panicking. You could tell.
Miami would also love to do a little mid hit like this, where they jump over onto the little office. One guy's gonna hold their window. Two guys bust out of office. They're gonna try and bust out and get to this heady over here. Rancor is gonna lurk towards B side. He's gonna want to take the bomb because it's basically gonna be a mid to B type thing.
There were so many players all across.
So they're countering mid. They're a little late to it. Heretics.
This is a bit of a headbutt as well.
So they're just tacking, just seeing if they can get anything for this. The tack kind of missed, but with P7's trophy there and bodies there, Heretics figures, let's just wrap towards B. There's all this mid control, so might as well wrap towards B.
They're going to flip this B site as soon as the aggression comes in through mid. So you have window control.
Iconic. Appreciate the sub. Thank you.
Rip you a new one. So the respect is there for the B plants in, and Brack just...
They get the bomb down. They're planning. Notice they're playing away from the window towards the tree because otherwise they can see them on bomb site from the window. So important. If you don't have mid control, plan on the other side of the site. You have number 5 pushed out on their side 10. Number 6 is watching their pinch. We're huddled on bomb site, and we have full site control.
Cannot get any eyes on it.
Just a really good like mid down decision to go from like obviously mid to B once they've realized that a lot of people are stacking towards mid, and Rancor didn't see anything towards the B side. P7 does get a first blood. They're once again retaking together. This is good shit. They're just again wolf packing with numbers. Rancor's big here middle.
Brack's gonna be the one to hold us down.
Super gets one while they're all basically chasing him towards his side. That's a huge first blood in this scenario. Plus you have 5 and 7 working together on this mid guy. So they isolate the two people that need to be, or first they isolate this guy. That's kind of the isolation. Super just gets a pick on this guy, which is a good pick, but the isolation is the middle guy. 1v1 here. Super gets a 2-piece. They read this guy full pinching towards 10. Obviously gets 1 kill, gets traded, but Super is instantly trading the second guy too, getting a 2-piece. Hey, appreciate that H-Town. Thank you, man. Were camos banned at EWC? They were. I'm not sure why, but they were.
And then turn and burn from Super to get both players on. Leadership calls that he brings it.
Once again, Miami on defense. What do you know? Triple stack. This time we're going to go towards A side. And yeah, see, Metals was the middle player for when they went A side. So triple stack. If you gamble right, you have numbers already. If you gamble wrong, you're just going to retake together either through your side, through middle, or if you want a full pinch through A. So they gamble right. They see the tax coming through. P7 backs off. It's important on this middle guy to keep this middle control. 8's already taking space towards here. 6 is wrap backed in case these guys have pushed through B. So they're keeping them contained in this area. And Metals still has the middle control. We have one guy office who's going to play lurk mid. Metals gets a free pick on this guy 10. They get bombed down, but they're retaking through their side. Get this pick on this guy towards single. A kill on the lurker guy, and then a kill on the late mid player. Really good retake. Once again, you're gambling one site. The gamble goes wrong, then you just play it together on the retake, and you limit them to where they could be, and you limit them to that box. No, you're doing VOD review, but how are you feeling truly since it's all settled down and the season's over? Feels awesome. Feels awesome to go back to back at the end, and obviously back to back at champs. It's a solid roster, and can ask for more, honestly, towards the end.
Lack of communication on those timings being missed, or just players who think they know exactly the play to hit, and it's just not working out. But that team.
Another middle hit by Miami. I really like this one because you're just fucking full sending it, honestly. Kind of the same thing, but this time, instead of Rancor going towards B side, he's going to be going with them. So you have Super throwing the trophy here. It's going to be the 2 ARs that kind of bait and switch for each other, watching over the window for this guy. This other AR is basically going to watch for this crosser for anyone that might be hopping up to the B bomb and trying to look their mid, while the two subs try and once again get to this heady. You're taking full mid control. The best way I've seen someone counter this was if they don't have a trophy, or if they do have the trophy, it's usually going here. I believe LAT did it where they just retook with nades and they just naded onto this table. Because usually you wouldn't have time to put a trophy onto the table. So that was something that the defenses could do against that. So once again, it's super. Trophies this. The two ARs chow together. The two subs are going to try and get to the table.
Saw in round one, it has quickly left the building.
And you see Super. Actually, it's Rancor that goes in first, but Super's the one who holds this lane in case the guy. A lot of times the B player, if they were solo, they would hop on, or I guess sometimes if they were solo, but if they also had another guy that would push up to here, the AR that would go here with them would go on top of this B site and try and look through their mid through this window. So he's looking for that. They take middle control. One guy pushes up to heaven, and they're just trying to look for a pick towards middle.
It very much hasn't. Here comes all control.
Now it's really awkward for the defensive team because they have like both site control technically, but they have nothing towards their middle, and the middle is everything in terms of like filtering through to both sites. Bracket's a good pick. They're not aware of this angle here from the elbow. So that's a really big pick on the bomb carrier Rancor.
And Rancor going down as well takes away more options.
Prolu's got to be careful on that one. Headshot multiplayer on the Jackal, and nobody's going to calm that. Real's inside of office, so Prolu's going to try.
Trays go down middle, 2v2 now. Once again, still middle control. Bracket's still looking for them. He sees that one rotated towards B. They're going to have B side control. They should be able to get this bomb down, but they've left Real middle. Super is one towards the bomb site. Real's alone towards middle, and they still haven't cleared out A, which means this guy could full flank, and that's what number 2 is doing. 4 is just trying to buy time for number 2 to make a play on here because he knows he's behind him. It's a good play by Standy pushing through A.
He's going for this one as well. I'm not sure this is going to work out. I'm wondering where he is as well. And well, they eventually catch him. Just unable to get away.
That all kind of just blows up because of the pick middle from the guy elbow. They're just not aware of the angle at the moment.
Stop, communicate, and hit the timing together. In those miracle moments.
Once again, Miami on defense. Let's go triple stack B this time. Ranker's going to go mid. He's going to stun his middle. Chow it. Doesn't see anything. They don't see anything. What do you know? We're going to wrap back together. Sometimes 5 would go through middle, but it didn't work last time, so they're just going to all go together. Bomb goes down. A team nade somehow goes through. That's unfortunate. So that kind of blows up the entire retake. But they're waiting for each other. They're waiting to execute. Unfortunately, the team nade goes through. I don't know what happened there.
24 seconds to make these plays. Another one from Metals, but the trade right behind him.
Thank you for the protocol S&D strat videos. Super helpful in ranked. No worries. It's just a good default that you just have all the info at that point, pretty much. As long as the ranked people are doing shit that people normally do. That's the issue. You have no idea what they're gonna do. Sometimes they don't make the smart plays.
Kind of bunkered, but you have the trophies down and you're comfortable in that. Then we found
either you're gonna have to put more pressure in, commit more tacticals, commit.
P7 kind of does the same thing here. Triple stack B. But this is a full A stack from Heretics. Let's see how they play the post plant. They're gonna have someone playing on top of this truck, similar to I think Brandon played it for us in a match. He got like a 3-piece on people over here. Forget which team it was against. Prolu with a big pick on Real. That's a big pick. But Metals gets one under the garage door. RC for the retake without them planning. This is really good by P7, honestly. 3's already making a play through mid. Now it's a 3v2. These guys just need to stay alive their side. RC cars were just so big on this map too. RC car retake, try and blow up the cars if they hadn't bloated up on offense already.
Buddy system, hold hands, trade things out. Not only does Super have to clutch this, but he's got to recover that bomb.
But once again, look at P7, just holding hands. Very hard to clutch this up.
Oh, he's going to get caught. He's unfortunately going to go down. Super will not be able to do anything about it.
Early goals. First chaos. Team Heretics to overexert themselves.
Miami on defense once again. Gamble stack A. Metals middle. Throws a stun.
Anything done.
He's going to stun them.
Good one from P7.
And he chows the kitchen. They're already towards heaven. We're retaking through the vent. This should be a free pick for 8 if he sees him.
They've left him on an island and doesn't make the kill, unfortunately, and gets taken
That's a big
down.
job staying alive, whoever it was who jumped up there. I think it was Metals. Free pick on the guy middle.
He just couldn't get the bullets on.
Now P7 has no space to actually work with.
And now they've lost
4v2, and these guys are just spreading for info. They want to plant, they can plant. We'll just get info on if they're on each site. Good job by Super. Just playing his life. Jiggles the bomb site. They know he's there. What the fuck is that nade?
It's gonna make it tough to get this bomb down.
That's a big nade by Brack. Look at this nade. Just nades through the window. Actually hits the car and blows up Super. That's huge.
Renko finds one back.
Trays go down middle. 2v2 now.
Just a little bit of a shoulder here. Renko identifies the players are there. And this worries P7 just a bit. Like, well, we've given away a bit of information about where we're going. They haven't.
What's good, Aries?
They're actually holding, waiting for the
Bomb still doesn't go down. 30 seconds to work with now.
late rotate off.
They're going back in. No.
Real, good help on Rancor, who's literally just meleeing in the moment. That's good teamwork. He just has no time to work with. Good plays by Rancor, just staying down after that.
This is near impossible.
He'll get the bomb tut down, but Heretics are just going to get him right off. I think this is the B hit I want to talk about. Yeah, this is the B hit. So chat, we looked at this specific round when we were watching their VOD, and we were like, okay, they got some unstoppable shit. It'll be kind of a mistake if we play them on it. Especially because they're 10-1 on it. They're super comfortable. I'll show you this specific B hit. Because this was, I'm dead ass, like this was almost unstoppable. We were trying to figure out how to counter it. I'll tell you how we were thinking about it, but we just felt like we were just behind on this shit compared to them with this strat. Because like we did the same thing, but we never 4-hit it like this, and the flow that they had was so good. So they have the first AR go through what we would call DJ, hold obviously the outer part. The 2 subs would hop over this. He would stun his close over here. Super would wallbang through this door, open the door for him, and then stun over onto the bomb. Make sure that they can't just chow on the bomb for him. So he's watching over the subs as they climb up onto here, and then the subs will take the site control. He's going to keep holding the window for them. This guy's going to push up and hold the window too. As soon as this guy gets pushed up to hold the window, this guy will also now go to this close corner and watch their elbow so that these guys on site don't have to worry about it. One guy ends up pushing towards tin to get a different angle while they're trying to retake. It'll be really hard to actually kill them off of it, as well as the guy watching over him with AR. And the other guy is going to plant again away from the window on the tree side so that people, since they don't have middle control, can't see them planting. So that's the base of the strat. The flow is really, really good. As you see, the wallbang goes through. They open the door. He stuns it. He chows the window. The 2 subs work their way up. As soon as this guy gets over to watch the window, Super is now going to go into this corner and watch his elbow. Again, the flow is really, really good. It's basically unstoppable. He also has a trophy, so they can't nade him off bomb once they don't see that he's planning on this side, and they know he's planning on this side. They can't nade him or do anything with this trophy. And this is just it's so clean. They nade their middle as well. Real gets a first blood against Yuli. Once again, Real pushes up towards tin. Hard angle to clear. Number 5 already planning on the outside of the bomb. From this point on, you just play tight. If 7 wants to, he can late play middle. But the big thing here is this setup here. So you'll see here, with this setup, once Metals gets off the bomb, he's going to play the close corner as well. So once you have this, you have number 6 watching over 8. You have number 5 watching over the window, so 6 doesn't just get blooded. 7's watching the pinch. He could, if he wanted to, make a late play middle as well. So it's just, again, they've already gone to blood, so it's basically unstoppable from now either. But let's say they didn't get the blood. when we were watching this, we were like, how the fuck do we counter this? And Ant was just like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to jump out the window and try and clear this guy while also finessing like the bomb heady so I don't die to number 6. Stay alive as long as possible so that 2 people can retake from this side, kill this guy number 8, and also kill the guy number 6. So it was a really tough task because you're literally banking on Ant jumping out of this window and trying to finesse one of these kills on one of these 2 corner guys while everyone else is fighting from the other direction. But yeah, it was super difficult. Like, look how unbreakable this looks. And from that point on, we were just like, okay, if we're going to have to play this in finals, we're just going to do this exact strat because this just looks unstoppable. It's just so hard to retake it.
23 seconds in a dream. Unfortunately, they are not giving him time of day. Here comes a double chow around the corner. Heretics regain the lead here on the S&D. They are now on map point.
In a pro game, do you guys call the play like an NFL coach, or is it just people suggesting where they should go? Well, coaches haven't really been part of the comms recently. It was just that one tournament, so it was kind of like when Damon was up there, I assume it was mostly just Ant still making a lot of the calls. Sometimes a player would make the call, but for Damon was kind of just mediating what was going on or what the other team did in the moment, or like kind of asking questions like, oh, how did you kill you there, or how did he kill you there? You know, what are they doing basically, and what they can do for later rounds, kind of. But more so, the play call happens usually through Ant, and he kind of calls it usually. But sometimes it is just people suggesting. But at the end of the day, it has to be kind of uniform, because if you're suggesting you go somewhere, there should be someone that's kind of working off of you, or that should somewhat, you know, be a part of the main goal of what you're trying to do that round, you know?
This team is just so resilient every single time. That first barrage really, geez, to be more.
But I think it will adapt a lot if coaches are allowed on stage next year. Once again, like we said, it's just a spam strat once again. Triple stack B. We're gonna have Rancor go A, or sorry, middle. Stun his middle. Chow the kitchen. These guys will see if they can counter B. If they're not B, they'll retake together A. Don't stun anything middle. They don't see anything B. Metals is still going to be watching over for possible like quick lurkers, but they're all just going to be returning for the retake here.
Have adjusted, but will that adjustment work? Here the RCXD going out now to clear some space, and it's still a game of hold.
A lot of teams would do this. I think Ant would mostly do it for our team. Late play the office. You basically have the entirety of the pinch, plus you can late play through middle or through vent if you wanted to later on in the round, as long as these guys get it planted. But this is a good job by Miami already. They've already gamble stacked B. They knew they weren't there quick, and they were able to return back to A before P7 was able to plant this.
This is a situation where if Standy doesn't see anybody, you might be calling for that rotation over towards B. He's going to start.
So Standy doesn't see anything. He's going to now late play towards B. Maybe he can open things up here, or if he sees it's open, he'll just tell these guys to rotate towards him. The problem here is, as soon as he gives this up, look at what number 8 Real is doing. That's why Real is such a big playmaker for this team in search and control at hardpoint. He's going to make a play to get through and flank them towards this A side here. It's a really heads up play.
They're not going to be ready for it.
They're not going to be ready for it because Sandy has already given this up. And he gets a 2-piece for it. Brack trades him out, but now it's 2v3. Standy is actually going to make a play through mid once he sees there's a slight gap because of the space he was able to take through B. And now they're just waiting for a plant. Heretics, P7 has 30 seconds. They'll just wait for the plant and retake together. Rancor just holding their garage and holding their B side. These guys will wrap towards their side to work this pinch. Brack plants the bomb, tries to take space through elbow. Rancor, solid AR, just like maintaining position. Standy tries to make a play on him. The rest of the guys were already wrapping towards their side. So Miami ends up winning this. Once again, very, very solid. Their offensive strats were really, really nice. Their defensive strats were always the same, but it was always consistent with what they wanted to do. Gamble stack. If the gamble stack works, you play the positioning. If it doesn't work, you just play the retake. But really, really good job by Heretics. And that's, you know, a lot of the reason why they were 10-1 in it. Obviously, I showed like an AM team VOD, but this was just the last one that they had played, I think. Or maybe they played it against somebody else. But again, I was just wanted to show you the strats and what they were able to do, because it was basically, regardless of the team they were playing, they were doing the same type of stuff and working it the same way. And P7 was kind of playing this pretty well, so I don't want to, you know, knock them that much.